Dennis just dropped me off. This is the old Paoli station. But since I last was on the train, they have this whole new infrastructure. I would typically have gotten on the train over on that side, but now everybody gets on from this middle islandy thing with overpasses and elevators. Dennis could have dropped me off way easier had I realized, but now I know. So now I have a few minutes to wait for the Scepter Regional Rail. Here's my train. Later than I expected, but that's okay. So this is Flame. One of the interesting things about this line that I live on, it's the main line. It's called the main line, and this was a very famous railroad line back in the 20th century. It's the line that runs from Philadelphia to Harrisburg through Lancaster, and it goes through all kinds of very, very fancy suburbs, and these suburbs are still the fanciest suburbs in Philadelphia. And so the area is called the main line, although they won't call the train line the main line anymore. But that was Wayne Station. But if you are in the Philadelphia area and people ask you where you live and you say the main line, they will know what that means. So, if you remember the Philadelphia story with Culpeper, and another one with Grace Kelly, it takes place on the main line. Actually, I think Grace Kelly lived on the main line. She was a Philadelphia girl. We played her. Okay, so now I'm leaving the regional rail area of 30th Street Station. I'm coming into the main lobby and the Amtrak part. So there's a little side. Here's the main lobby. Pretty amazing. Very similar in grandeur, and I wish I had my phone out when we were coming in so you could have seen the front of the building. But it's a very grand old building. Pretty amazing. It's got a little bit of a food court and such. So I will find a comfy place to sit and wait for my train. That train was, I misread the schedule, I guess, because I came in at the time I expected to, but I left Paoli 20 minutes later, so that was weird. Anyway, I'm in Philadelphia. Because I watched all those train videos, I found out that I am eligible to sit in the Metropolitan Lounge, where I was able to get some water and a seat overlooking the station. So that'll be a comfy place to leave for an hour and a half. Okay, I'm going to do a video before I mess up the room too much. So I have an old style Viewliner car, which means that it has a toilet, which since I'm by myself, I think that's okay. It was kind of gross when Dennis and I both were on this train, but I'm gonna make sure they make my bed with my head the other direction. So right now I'm standing in the hall. So here's a trash can, a shelf, and a seat, and a toilet and a seat. Curtains everywhere. The door closes and there are curtains that go across all the windows so I can have some privacy. Here is how I get my attendant. My thermostat, which is currently set on 80. Let's see if it actually works. Those are the controls for the lights and things, because up here is the second bed. And it drops down. You can see the railing right there. And it drops down. But we're not going to be using that one because it's just me today. So And flush the toilet. There's the plugs. Towels. Cups. Reading light. Train station. So I think if I want to sit forward, I have to sit next to the toilet, which is okay. I mean, I have a mask on. I can't even smell it, so that's good. But it was kind of gross when my head was next to it. There we go. Turn that light off so you can. Anyway, there's some hangers if I wanted to hang anything, which I don't. And here we go. So there you go. There's storage up there. But this is a pretty tiny room. And the hallway's skinny too. See, there's some other people coming in. This is across the hall. It's empty. Ooh, there are little windows here. Oh, this would be for the person upstairs to be able to see out a window too. So, but I will probably be facing forward, so I will be sitting next to the toilet. But it won't be so obvious because it'll look more like a shelf. I was wrong. I got turned around getting on the train, so I don't have to sit next to the toilet to be facing forward. So that's good. We are now leaving 30th Street Station. My room attendant is Carl, and he will be going all the way to New Orleans, so he'll be with me my whole trip. But I'll go and get some Skyline footage if I can. I went across the hall, so I'm in another car or somebody else's seat, but they're not here. And I'm afraid I'm not getting, oh, there's a little Skyline coming. There we go. There we go. We're leaving Philadelphia behind. There's the Philadelphia Skyline. Washington, D.C., here we come, I guess. I think I'm crossing the Susquehanna right now. And it's the first thing I've seen that was interesting to show you, and I have my phone wrong, but I'll switch it and it'll be fine. So this is the Susquehanna as it's heading towards the Chesapeake Bay. So we are still in Maryland. We haven't gotten to Baltimore yet. And guess what? I got my drop spindle out and I can remember what to do. I'm so excited. Okay, so there's more water here. Maybe I was wrong. Although this marshy grass and stuff looks a little Chesapeake Bay, so maybe we're actually crossing a piece of the Chesapeake Bay. I don't know. I have no idea where I am. I'm on a train. That's all I know. That's all I know. But anyway, I thought I'd show you that just in case it turns out to be something. I need to find a map. Okay, I'm having a walk around break, get a little exercise break, because I am in Washington, D.C. So we are at Union Station. There are, interestingly, many, many Union stations around the country. It is 5:53 p.m. according to that sign. Because Union meant a station for more than one train company. And so the station in Washington, D.C. is called Union Station. The station in Chicago is Union Station. I think the station in L.A. is Union Station. And there are, I think, more than one others. So this is a station where we get time to walk around and whatever, but the reality is this is the station where our train gets switched from an electric engine to a diesel engine. That's what's happening today. So not being a train aficionado, but you know, I've been watching those train videos. I thought I would go and take a look. So we've been running on an electric engine. I think this train started in New York, but I am not absolutely 100% sure. And now I wish I would have paid more attention to the number on my car so that I'm sure that I can find it again. But this is the electric engine that has been transporting us all this time. And we will soon get a diesel engine, which is why we have time here to walk around and do what we want to do. Whatever. So I thought I'd get in front of the train. Oops. This is as far as I can go. I thought I would go in the front of the train. So this is our electric engine, and we will soon get a diesel engine. And I suspect at our next walk around stop, I will show you our diesel engine. Okay, so here is the end. I'm at the end of our train, and this is DC, as you see it from the platform at Union Station. This is my caboose. It's very noisy. Oh, some things are happening here. Oh, walking. Oh, he's waving. Yay! I gotta tell you, so far, the Amtrak employees have been amazing. I mean, seriously amazing. Alright, so here's the the back of my train, and now I'm walking. Apparently my next walking around stop will be Atlanta. I could walk around in Charlottesville, but it's at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm hoping I don't want to walk around at 2 o'clock in the morning. So here we go. Somehow I feel like, well, I guess it's late. 6. Oh, thank you. Can I put you on my video? No. Okay, I get it. Carl, the lovely Carl has just brought me some herbal teas. He's so lovely, but he doesn't want to be on video, which is completely right. But downtown DC, 6:44 in the evening. I'm sorry, this place is deserted. I mean, seriously, nothing going on. Crazy. But I have some herb teas. I can choose from cozy chamomile and mint medley. I definitely picked the mint medley. So, talk to you later. The sun is in our eyes, so maybe you can't see, but back beyond those trees is the Potomac River. Oh, there's some traffic. Okay, now I feel better. I thought nobody works till 6:30 in this town. What the hell? Seriously, you know. Here's the Potomac. There you go. There you go. Now you see it. I know it's sunny, and I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. But I'm on the west side of the train, and there's nothing to be done. But this is the Potomac. For those of you who've never been to Washington, D.C. and have heard so much about the Potomac, this is it. Here you go. Now we're going down into Virginia, and we'll be in Virginia for a while, and then North Carolina, and then I'm not sure if we go to, we must go to South Carolina, and then we go to Georgia. So that's the plan. Here you go. Bye, Potomac. There you go. Bye, Washington. And now we're in Virginia. That's the delineation. We left Atlanta about 15 minutes ago, and so we are training through suburban Atlanta, I imagine. Although maybe it was 20 minutes ago, and maybe 20 minutes by train. It's past the suburbs, but it's really lovely. And although now, of course, we're in trees, so you can't see, but it's just going through some lovely country with some beautiful homes and nicely kept lawns, and it just looks lovely. And I thought you might want to see it, and then all the trees came. There
it is. There's the front of my train. It's not a very long train. I'm towards the back. Which was good at night, because that horn blew all night. So I guess they put the sleeper cars in the back so I don't have to hear it quite so much. But I mean, it blew all night. I felt bad for the people in the trying to sleep along the railroad tracks. I guess my window is really dirty. Well, it didn't seem that dirty yesterday. But I had earplugs, so that was okay. Here we are, rural Georgia. You got to see the front of my train.
It's a video, so it'll just keep going. Carl is my videographer, so he's...
Hi.
He doesn't want to be on the video, which I understand, but he's going to show. We're going through rural Georgia, spinning a little bit of yarn on my drop spindle.
Cool.
Thank you so much.
You're quite welcome.
He's taking good care of me. Thank you. You can just push the button again and then I'll be done.
This is the first freight train we've passed going the same direction as we are. I have no idea if it's moving or not. It could be moving very slow, but I doubt it. I think it's maybe waiting for us to pass, which from my train videos is unusual because apparently we wait for the freight trains to pass. But we aren't going very fast, so my guess is that that train was not moving at all. Still in rural Georgia. The nice thing about the train in the south is that you actually go through small towns and you can see a little bit of the town. This is Bremer. I just saw that on the Bremen, Georgia. There's the post office, but I just saw it on the big water tower. But you kind of go down Main Street, you know, and get to see a little bit of the town, except when there are cars in front of you. Oh, and here's another one too. We got lots of cars. Oh wow.
We have a couple minutes to walk around a little bit in Birmingham, Alabama. I will be doing that. Not a gorgeous view. I don't know if I'll be able to get all the way to the front of the train either. Shall see. Yeah, I guess a little bit kind of in the middle. We'll see. Anyway. This is my car. 1910. Here's my reveal. Oh. Kristi's reveal. Say hi.
Hi.
This is Hildegard in person. I'm so excited. Gorgeous.
Do you want me to turn her to the light?
No, actually, my phone picks up way better than,
Oh.
and so anyway, I want to stop this so I can actually look at it. Here we are. We're at the strawberry picking patch. These are the rules, and this is Katie, me, and Kristi getting ready.
What size do I want? Well, so I filled up one of these and it was about 4 pounds.
That sounds like a lot of strawberries. I don't know. And the strawberries over there. And this is a lovely, lovely pick your own strawberry farm.
Yeah, it was
And
6 pints of
they
strawberries.
end up, I think there are a lot of other things. And next month they said it's going to be blueberry season here. And here's the actual patch. And I got a bag, but I don't know how, basket. I got the tiny one. We'll see how many strawberries I end up picking. But Kristi said she'd pick strawberries that I can eat, so it'll be fine. I'm sitting on the ground because I just tripped. The strawberry, so I'll give you a close-up of the strawberry plants. The strawberries are, oh, there is a nice one, are a little picked over. So I was trying to climb over the plant and I fell down. I haven't fallen down in a long time, but let me tell you, falling down on a farm in the strawberry patch is way better than doing it down the steps, in case anybody was wondering. So here I'm getting a different view. There are the girls, they're over there. Now I have to get up, but I can do that. There are the girls. I have In fact, picked up myself and my strawberries and continued to pick. I think I have more than I need by a lot. So I will stop and let the girls finish the picking. Just to be clear, I am perfectly fine. I'm not even going to be sore. Just clumsy. But what are you going to do? I've been sleeping in Kristi's corner. I'm all pretty much packed up. This is the bed I've been sleeping on with the wonderful Scandinavian deer. She's inspired me, but I can't get a kit. Her desk is a little messy. I'm sure some of this was on the bed before, but this is her corner. She's got all this floss, tons of hoops, and beautiful, beautiful. There's her Jane Austen. And her Harold with the arrow in his head. And her books are magic that she did not that long ago. And of course, her logo. Oh, and there's her drinking guys and her archer. Okay, and here are the landscapes. Doesn't that look like a beautiful vignette there? Wheat field, sunset, desert, Lake Tahoe. She did the Lake Tahoe from a picture I took on our trip. And this is a felted thing. I'm assuming she did that, but it's beautiful too. So anyway, here's Kristi's corner. And I can tell you I slept really, really well every night. It was so lovely. Far over. My Tuscaloosa, but I can't see Kristi. She's on the other side. But she took video of me. So I'm in the same kind of room I had before with the toilet. It's okay. I'm in number 6 this time. So it looks like a lovely room, and I will have a good time. My problem now is the going forward seat is the one next to the toilet. But I guess that doesn't really matter when it's just me. So, hi.
Everything okay?
Everything's great. I'm Barbara. What's your name?
You can call me V.
V?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm doing a video, V. Can I put you on my video? It's going to be on the internet. You can say no.
I rather not.
Okay, no, I get it. I get it. I totally get it. We're in Birmingham. I've only been on the train for about an hour. But in Birmingham, we have a smoke stop, which means we stay here for a little longer than typical. And so I got out to stretch my legs. But the reality is we're probably not going to stay as long as we typically would, because the train is right now running about an hour late. But we're in Birmingham on a bright sunny day. Pretty nice. Crossing the lake. I have no idea what it is, and I'm very late with my camera. Oh, there it is. We're in Alabama, I think. Still. Yeah, we must still be in Alabama. All right, well, I kind of missed that. How
listening to something on my phone. Oh, back in the back, you can see the lake is back there.
Okay, we are here in Atlanta. It's about 8:30, quarter to 9, 8:30, yeah. And so I'm taking a walk just to get some air because this is our fresh air / smoke break. We are in Atlanta. I have no idea where the train station is in relationship to the rest of the city, but this is it. So I heard V, my porter, suggest to the people across the hall that they can use the place that's really a coat rack to strap in their bag on that little shelf, and then it gets it out of the way. And I thought that's a great idea, but I could also hang my other bag. So that's really made things much neater. There's my spindle. Okay, so V just made up my room. I have my light on over here. I'll have to switch it. The pillows are on this side because the toilet's there and I don't want my head by the toilet, but this is what it looks like when it's all made up. So I got 2 blankets because it's chilly in here, but I like it chilly with blankets rather than not. If Dennis were here, he would be in the upper bunk, which would be lowered down to about here. Oh, you can see the rail where it will go down to the top of the seats. So here you go. That's what the room looks like before I mess it up and get in bed.
We are somewhere in Virginia. It's about 8:15, and we are on a very tall trestle bridge going across a river. We just left Lynchburg, Virginia, and pretty cool view, I must say. This might be a little island, or because I think there's more river coming from here. We are going very slow over this bridge, I will tell you. Which is why I had time to get my camera going, because otherwise, you know, I'm missing almost everything. Very cool. I didn't see this on the way to Kristi's because it was at night. So I'm in new territory for a while. Virginia is a beautiful state. Mountains, actually, and beaches, Chesapeake Bay. We're going through the mountain park. Whiz by so quickly because, of course, your eye moves around. The camera does not. tracking cities from the tracks is usually not so good. In the small towns, though, it's kind of fun because you kind of go down Main Street. I mean, in some towns, you literally go down Main Street, like the tracks run through the town. This looks like some kind of a complex here. Till that big round thing, I would have said it might be a university or a big hospital complex or something. But I still might say that. Yep, UVA, University of Virginia, Charlottesville. I've never been here before. This doesn't really count, you know, in the world of travel. Small town Virginia, church back there. We were actually on a bridge though. I think we stopped traffic. Although we keep honking our horn, but those are probably all roads that cross the tracks. Lots of greenery around the tracks in Virginia. You can see the town in between there a little bit. Behind those trees, you can see, I can see buildings. Maybe hard to see. Camera. Oh, here we go. There's the, now we're stopping traffic going through the little town. See, like I said, sometimes you just ride down Main Street. We're not actually right. Well, we might be actually right down Main Street. I don't know why they say we're not, because there's every reason to think we might have been there for a little while. I have no idea what town this is. Maybe when I get home, I'll get a map out and try to figure out where the heck we went. Stop the traffic. Not going very fast. Well, I just tried to do a short little video to say there wouldn't be a Wednesday video, but I couldn't get it to go on the train. But I'll try later. Oh, it was just a nice view. Of course, I was late. There we go. See? Oh, here we are. We're all going over a river. Maybe I'll be able to figure out where we are when I look at my map. We are in Culpeper, Virginia. Fortunately, I don't have a schedule for this train, but we were 2 hours late earlier, and that was before we had to wait to get into Lynchburg. We had to wait for a freight train, so not much to see out my window now. I was laying down with the phone. Culpeper, Virginia. I don't know if you can see it, but Main Street is right there. And now we're getting back to the warehouses. Some of the views from the train are not the best. Oh, now we get to see some houses down the street. There we go. Culpeper, Virginia. We're pulling into Manassas, Virginia. Manassas is the site of a very big, important battle in the Civil War. And my understanding is that the battlefield is now practically a shopping mall. Now that sign says This is the Potomac River. I am showing you the Washington Monument, and I'm pretty sure the white dome that you see is the Lincoln Memorial. It's at the opposite end of the mall. There. There we go. I think that's the Lincoln Memorial right there. And we are now we're in Washington, D.C. We crossed the Potomac, and we'll be in the station shortly. We changed from a diesel engine to an electric engine in D.C. So it's a bit of a long stop. They call it the last smoke break. There's the Washington Monument. No, it's not. That's... Why can't I think of what that's called? Oh, maybe it is the Washington Monument. These are probably cityscape. That is the Washington Monument. For all I know, this could be Watergate. And now we're in the dark. We're at the top of the Capitol Dome, right behind that building. Union Station is very near the mall, so. Just a nice view of the Capitol down the street. I'm the world's worst videographer.
I think I'm too slow. I think they just put the electric engine on. Oh, they're just taking our
Be advised, federal law requires all customers and employees to wear a mask at all times while on board trains and in stations, regardless of vaccination status or state or local laws. Refusing to wear a mask is a violation of federal law. Passengers may be subject to penalties under federal law and as boarding, removed from the train, and banned from future travel in the event of non-compliance. Do not travel when you are experiencing COVID-19 symptoms or when you meet public health criteria for quarantine. Having access to reschedule or cancel your travel. For more information, please visit www.amtrak.com/coronavirus.
There's the Philadelphia Skyline before we turn. We're turning. So we're almost in Philadelphia. Yep, we are about 2 hours late. Let me see what the time is. I can't tell the time because I'm on my phone. And I didn't look before. So anyway, I'm about to run and see if I can catch my regional rail train, but I don't think I can. But I'll try. Sitting here waiting for my train. Listen to all these birds chirping. I think the station is full of nests. I bet you there are 100 birds' nests in here. There's a bird on that wire. I don't know if you can see it or not. I don't know if you can see them or not. There's a little tiny bird that's sticking out on that one where the junction is. So this is the Devon train station, and that's the permit parking lot on a Wednesday afternoon. That's really cool. So I don't know what that says. This is the paid parking lot. It has a car. There's literally one car in that parking lot. Very bizarre. There's our rhododendron, and there's my irises. Oh my gosh, it's looking good. Looking good. Oops, now I've got glare. There they are. I'm home, girls. Oh no, some of them are bent over. I'm gonna have to pick those right away. I think they may be wrecked. Look. Got two that bent over, so I'll bring those in the house right away. Oh, look at this one. This one's like, that must have been one of the first ones that opened because the top one is gone and even some of the little ones. So I missed some irises, but I will still get pleasure from them. There's no question about that. I'm home. Now you get to see me yell at my dogs. Hi, pups. Hi. Come here, Pearl. Pearl. Come on. Come on. Hi, girls. Hi. I came home. Oh. Ow. Ow. I came home in sandals. Big mistake. Hi. Hi, come on. Let me in. Let's go in. Let's go in. Yay. Yay. No amazing. No jumping. Good girl. Sit. Sit. All right, I gotta put the phone down. But I'm home, and the girls are happy to see me.